Cambrian is a non-medical home care company since 1996, with offices throughout Southern California, providing in-home services such as bathing, grooming, light housekeeping, and meal preparation for seniors, developmentally disabled, and post-surgery. Our caregivers are our employees. In the event of injury, the homeowner's insurance is not liable and no need to worry about payroll taxes. We take care of all of it. We work with many cultures and have a high percentage of Spanish speakers. Our caregivers are local and have completed a very unique training program. Our experience and dedication makes us the right choice. Call us 877-390-4300 anytime.
Susie Bolito is the Business Screening Program Director of Sustainable Works, and we're at the 2009 Business and Consumer Expo here at the Sheraton Delfina in Santa Monica. And Susie, nice to see you.
Thank you.
So tell us what the City of Santa Monica is doing to encourage greening of Santa Monica and business sustainability.
Sure. So I work for a nonprofit called Sustainable Works, www.sustainableworks.org, and we're located in Santa Monica. And we're funded primarily by the City of Santa Monica and Santa Monica College. We're an environmental organization, and we offer programs for businesses, residents, and students.
So tell us about some of the programs.
So at Sustainable Works, we have a business screening program, and that's a free service to any business located in Santa Monica. They can go to our website and contact us, and we offer a free one-year program that gives businesses the tools and resources they need, and we hold their hands step by step and help them implement environmental programs and resource savings, as well as employee education.
And what about the results?
The results are great. We've been offering this program since 2001, and we've had about 120 businesses go through the program at Sustainable Works. And so there's been a tremendous response. In the last few years, businesses have shown a lot more interest. And so we've had anywhere from businesses saving lots of money with energy and water, and businesses do save money as well as help the environment.
Susie, are businesses responding, and what types of benefits are businesses achieving?
Businesses are responding. What benefits are businesses achieving? They are achieving great benefits. In Santa Monica, we also have a Santa Monica Green Business Certification Program, and that website is www.smgbc.org. And you can visit that website and read about all the businesses that are certified, and there's a link to each business and successes that they've had through greening. That program, the certification program, really is a marketing package for businesses, and a really big benefit businesses see is the benefits of marketing their business as a green business.
Let's talk about the Sustainable Quality Awards.
In 1994, Santa Monica launched their Sustainable City program, and since then, in efforts to recognize businesses for their sustainable efforts, we started doing it's an annual awards program called the Sustainable Quality Award Program, and that website is www.smsqa.com. And it's an annual event that we've been doing since 1994, honoring businesses for their voluntary efforts in terms of implementing sustainable practices. And sustainability isn't just about the environment, it's about environmental stewardship, social responsibility, and economic development. And so we recognize businesses that score excellent in all three of these categories in terms of their business operations.
So if somebody wants to find out more about sustainability and greening, how do they do that?
If you want to learn more about Sustainable Works' programs, you can visit sustainableworks.org. If you want to learn more about Santa Monica's Sustainable Quality Awards, you can go to smsqa.com. And then for more on Santa Monica's Green Business Certification Program, you can go to smgbc.org.
Susie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cambrian Home Care is a Southern California-owned company that was established in 1996 in Long Beach, California. Originally formed as a home care company offering non-medical options for maintaining the young and older person independently at home, Cambrian has diversified to meet community needs. Rhiannon Acree is president of Cambrian Home Care. And Rhiannon, nice to see you.
Well, thank you very much.
Tell us about Cambrian Home Care.
Well, Cambrian was established in 1996. I'm the founder and the owner of Cambrian. And it was started really because I believe very strongly in people having independence, and preferably at home. And I learned this when I had my nursing degree in the University of Wales, and I did midwifery in the community in England. And so when I started my career maybe 30 years ago in America, I worked in the community. And it's very important to me, which is why Cambrian has been established. By now, we're serving the communities in the LA County, Orange County, and also in Riverside and Inland counties, so primarily the Southern California area.
You provide general care as well as specialised care and specialty services. Tell us about the breadth of your services.
Essentially, anybody that would like to stay home after possibly a surgery or an event that has been ER driven, or somebody who would like to stay home rather than go into a residential or a convalescent home. Also somebody who might be on hospice, who wish to have the end of their life at home, we can help them stay at home. There are many diagnoses that wish to stay at home: Alzheimer's, AIDS, HIV/AIDS. They just prefer to be at home if possible. And also the disabled and the developmentally disabled. We work quite a lot with children and teenagers who are developmentally disabled and would like their independence as long as possible.
You service Southern California. How's this organized?
Well, primarily the main office is here in Long Beach. So everything administratively is done out of this office. And then the branch offices in the other counties are actually responsible for the hiring and the staffing.
How are you different then from your competitors?
Well, there are many points that makes us sort of unique. The first thing I want to talk about is the difference between home health and home care. And we're definitely home care. Home health is driven by the physician and the RN and physical therapy and occupational therapy and speech therapy. And they're in the home on a short, intermittent basis. Whereas for us in home care, we're driven by the client or the referral source that's paying for the services. So we can be in the house all day, all night, or on a short period of time. So that's the main difference between home care and home health. The other thing that makes us a little different is that we're an employer. In other words, all our caregivers are employed by us. The client, you, would not be responsible for their taxes. You would not have to use your own homeowner's insurance. We cover them with the insurance. And you wouldn't have to go out and buy workers' comp insurance. We cover all of that.
And you also train people.
Well, yes, that's right. We have a training center with a simulated home with a bed and chairs and soft chairs, because sometimes that's what we have in the homes, and a kitchen and a bathroom, so that people can practice getting people out of the tub or out of bed, or how to set a table. So it's very unique. I know of nobody else in our area that has a training center like that.
Tell us about the market for home care and how your company has adapted to change.
Gosh, yes, that's a long story, which I'll summarize into, there have been funding issues. As everybody knows, the federal government in America is having some difficulties, and the state of California is having some budget difficulties. So we had to adapt by being very efficient, which is one great thing about us. You see, the decisions are made here, not on the East Coast, not in a different country, so we can move fast and stay very lean so that we can still provide as many services as possible to our clients.
Why do you think caregivers should work at Cambrian Home Care?
Well, of course, I feel that it is one of the best home care companies. And anybody who would like to go and get up in the morning and get ready and go and find somebody's house, knock on the door and give that wide smile and just reduce the anxiety of the senior or whoever in the house is the perfect candidate for home care. Because then you walk in and you can go to their kitchen and ask them, okay, what is it that I can do to help you today? It is the greatest gift that we can give people. It is amazing as you get older, little things that you can't do now. If somebody could just pick up something because you can't bend to get it, help you in the bathroom because now you're afraid of slipping, just little things like that makes life so much easier. And you know, our mission is to have that right caregiver be at that right house doing the right thing at all times. And so it's a job that you get paid for doing, and also you give so much to others. And here at Cambrian, we support the caregivers very, very well. And it's a very flexible position. You know, if you're going to school, you could work in the afternoon or in the morning and then go to school in the afternoon. You can work it around your own personal schedule. Maybe you have children that you have to pick up at 3. So then you can work till 1 and then go and get the children at 3. Some people like to work nights. So really it's a very flexible, and we work well with our caregivers.
And what about diversity?
Yes, that's very important, especially here in Southern California. Caregivers can feel comfortable in talking in their native language of Spanish or Cambodian or Vietnamese, because we have staff within the office that speak those languages.
We have all kinds of caregivers that from different backgrounds, speaking Spanish, English. We have Vietnamese clients. We have Vietnamese caregivers also, and Cambodian.
If somebody wants to find out more then about Cambrian Home Care, how do they do that?
Well, the webpage, www.cambrianhomecare.com.
Rhiannon, thank you very much.
Thank you, too.
Philip Zeidman is a senior partner with DLA Piper's practice in Washington, D.C. He was recently named Global Franchise Lawyer of the Year at the Who's Who Legal Awards for the 4th consecutive year. He also serves as General Counsel to the International Franchise Association and Special Counsel to the Japan Franchise Association. First of all, Philip, great to see you again.
Delighted to be here.
Long time between drinks.
Has been.
So how is franchising doing in the US at the moment?
Franchising is doing remarkably well. Despite the current economic difficulties, franchising always seems to do just a little bit better than the rest of the economy for a variety of reasons. But it is, some recent studies have shown that it has an enormous impact upon the American economy. There are almost 1 million franchisees, and franchising contributes more than 8% of all the private sector jobs in the United States economy. And if you enlarge that to those which are indirectly supported by it, it's over 15% of the private sector jobs in America. So it's an enormous contributor, far beyond many other more traditional and familiar areas of activity.
What about worldwide? The same optimism?
In some ways, more, because the potential for growth outside the United States is fantastic. After all, that's where most of the people in the world do not live in America, and that's why American franchisors are seeking out markets all over the world, and the growth trajectory in most countries exceeds that in the United States.
When we last spoke, you were very optimistic about franchising, and at that stage, it hadn't hit this brick wall when it comes to the financial climate as we have right now, there's a lot of doom and gloom out there. And with franchising, what you're saying, it hasn't got that.
Well, I think it's important to be balanced about it. I mean, franchising is not immune to economic cycles. If you are trying to sell a particular product or service, and if people are less willing to buy that product or service than they were before the economic difficulties, then being franchised is not going to save you from that. But all other things being equal, if there is an adequate demand for the goods or services, franchising has the capacity to be resilient. For example, small business people who operate a franchised operation are able to bring in the kids after school to work, are able to keep costs down because they have a real incentive to make it work, something which employees will not necessarily do. So franchisees and franchisors are remarkably resourceful in that respect. Now they're going to be affected by the credit crunch. There's no doubt about it. Financing is the lifeblood, as it is in other industries, and if people can't borrow money to buy a franchise, or if they can't, so they're not going to spend as much as at the franchise outlets, then of course there's going to be difficulty. But I think we are hopeful that the credit crunch is beginning to ease, and franchising, I think, will do well.
The US dollar, even though it's taken a battering, the US dollar at the moment is still much stronger than basically the rest of the world's currency. So for a company in the US to want to move out into other economies, now is a great time to do it. I mean, because the dollar is worth 25, 30, 40% more.
There's no question about it. I'm not sure what it would be like 6 months from now.
Hopefully good.
But there's no question this is a good time. And companies that are going abroad are finding a continuing demand in some ways. This is a perfect time to leave the United States market because we are so clutched in this country right now. And it's not quite that way in many other economies around the world.
With your involvement with the IFA or the International Franchise Association, if somebody wanted to find out more about becoming involved with franchising, how do they do that?
They can go to the website of the International Franchise Association, and that's easy enough to do. I think it is franchise.org, unless I'm mistaken.
That's very good.
But I'll give you an example. I was last month I was in China. At the very moment we were having the meltdown here in the United States. And you would not have known it in terms of what is happening in franchising over there. I was at a franchise exposition, and I was comparing it to the same one I'd been to 2 years earlier. And the level of people who were there, the greater wealth they have, the level of sophistication is all up. The number of the types of franchises that were on display are basically a microcosm of trends around the world, just as they would be in the United States. So what we're seeing, at least in certain markets around the world, is a remarkable growth and growing sophistication of franchising.
And if somebody wanted to talk to you at DLA Piper, can they do that?
We could probably arrange that.
How would they get hold of you?
The email address is philip.zeidman@dlapiper.com.
Philip, thank you very much. Until next time.
Thank you.
I'll have a scotch for you next time. The Long Beach Area Chamber of Commerce provides advocacy for business so that the Long Beach area can thrive in the 21st century. Randy Gordon is President and CEO of the Chamber. And Randy, nice to see you again.
Nice to be with you.
Randy, JetBlue is an important part of the Long Beach economy, but the facilities at the airport are of concern to the Chamber.
Oh, absolutely. The facility is very old. It's almost a third world airport, and we need to modernize our airport. And our city manager in 2001 said to JetBlue, if you'll come here, we'll build it and we'll modernize it. And we haven't done it yet, and that's what we're working on right now.
So what's the solution for unblocking the delays at the airport?
The solution is for our council and our mayor to step up and be strong leaders and move the process along as quickly as possible. There's been lots of reasons why it's been delayed, and we're not necessarily blaming anybody. We're just saying right now enough is enough. We've had this third world airport for so long. JetBlue, who has 29 of the 41 flights at our airport, we have a 41 mandated court order, so we cannot have any more than 41 flights. They employ 500 jobs, and it's just time for us to move on.
So how important then is the aviation industry and JetBlue to the economy of Long Beach?
Well, it's $1 billion economic impact. Joe Magadino, the professor at the College of Economics at Cal State University Long Beach, did a survey and a study, I should say, about 5 years ago, and he said the Long Beach Airport is a $1 billion economic impact. Now, if that's true, you can think that JetBlue has 29 of the 41 flights. So those 500 jobs and what they spend at hotels and restaurants is tremendous. And the loss of JetBlue would be a disaster for us.
So what needs to happen then to keep JetBlue here at Long Beach?
Well, we need to move the process along. We need to put a shovel in the ground, and even if it's a phase 1 toward 2-3 phases. If we can't do it all at once, we need to at least get something going to prove to JetBlue that after 6 years, something's really going to happen.
So if somebody wants to contact the Chamber then, how do they do that?
Well, I would suggest you go to our website, www.longbeachadvocacy.biz.
Randy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cambrian is a non-medical home care company since 1996, with offices throughout Southern California, providing in-home services such as bathing, grooming, light housekeeping, and meal preparation for seniors, developmentally disabled, and post-surgery. Our caregivers are our employees. In the event of injury, the homeowner's insurance is not liable and no need to worry about payroll taxes. We take care of all of it. We work with many cultures and have a high percentage of Spanish speakers. Our caregivers are local and have completed a very unique training program. Our experience and dedication makes us the right choice. Call us 877-390-4300 anytime.
Luttrell Toller is a director of Nexus Solutions Group, a recruitment company that specialises in luxury brand sales and marketing and information technology. Luttrell, nice to see you again.
Good to be back. Thank you.
Tell us about Nexus Solutions Group and your services.
Well, Nexus Solutions Group, we like to say, is in the business of finding top talent for those companies that really have a commitment to excellence in the people they hire. We like to call those people A players, so our niche is finding and evaluating top talent for these companies.
Luttrell, what's the recruitment market like for the sectors you specialise in?
Well, we specialize in a lot of the luxury brands. We do a lot of IT work, any sales and management related positions we do. It's a little slow now, but we still have maybe a dozen ongoing searches. People are still paying money to find top talent. There are some critical needs now, especially in the sales side, so you always need good people to bring in revenue. So we're seeing a slowdown, but there's always a need for top talent.
And what advice do you have for candidates and for employers?
For candidates, I would say network as much as possible. Your personal network, your professional network. Get out of your office, go to events, talk to people. Don't just rely on the traditional send your resume out, wait for people to get back to you. Become very proactive and manage your own career. For employers, I would say right now there's a lot of talent on the market, so understand that you're going to be inundated with a lot of resumes, you're going to be inundated with a lot of candidates who aren't qualified, so you need to refine your process or hire a firm like Nexus to come in and sort of streamline that so we can, what we call, kiss all those frogs to find the prince for you.
If somebody wants to find out more, how do they do that?
Well, they can email me at ltoller, that's LTOLER, at usnexusgroup.com. Our phone number is 310-450-8509, and we're based in Santa Monica, California, but we do searches all over the country, from LA to New York, San Francisco, Chicago. We have a pretty extensive network.
Luttrell, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
The Long Beach Petroleum Club was founded in 1953 as Long Beach's premier social club. Although its origins were in the region's oil industry, today it has a diverse membership. Edward Voiset is Chief Operating Officer and General Manager. Edward, nice to see you.
Thank you very much, Mike.
What's so special about the Long Beach Petroleum Club?
You know, Mike, I have to say, day in and day out, the specialty behind this whole club is the members and the relationship that they have with the employees. We have employees that have been with the club for 25, 30, 35 years, and we see the members every day, day in and day out, for lunch, for dinner, for special activities, and the relationship, I think, that bonds there with the employees and the membership is very, very special.
Have you retained any traditions of your oil industry origins?
You know, Mike, we have members that have been with the club that are still in the oil industry for many, many years, which is exciting to see, being that it's called the Long Beach Petroleum Club. It's a pleasure to have those members still here with us.
So tell us about your facilities.
We are a private social club, Mike, and we have a little over 300 members, very diversified, and they are law attorneys, they're in the oil industry, they're judges, they're retired people that work for corporations, they are families. We're open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner. We have a beautiful pool facility with a summer pool program that goes from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend. And we have all types of different events for the members themselves.
Your activities are very comprehensive for a social club in today's environment. Is this important for the success of the club?
Absolutely. The members that join our club, they want to see activities. They want to see. They want to be able to come in and bring their clients for lunch, for dinner, and wine them and dine them, and we have all types of activities going on at all times, and this is what they want to see. This is what's important to them in order to bring their families and their clients and friends and have a good time at their club.
And let's talk about special events. What can we look forward to?
We have a very special event coming up June 12th. It is called Disco Night, and it's going to be Studio 3636. And it's a big event that we team up with the Bixby Knolls Business Improvement Association and the executive director over there, Blair Cohen. And we're excited about that event. We also have an event, Mike, coming up June 26th, which is called A Taste of the Town, where we'll be heavily involved with the community and bringing out restaurants in the community that will be participating in this event, along with some wine tastings and so forth. So we're really looking forward to those events, having them here at the club.
So if somebody wants to find out more, how do they do that?
I'd like to personally speak with them, Mike, if they would call me on my direct line, 562-427-0761, and I can answer any questions they may have.
And what about the website?
They can contact us, Mike, at www.lbpetroleumclub.com.
Edward, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike, for being here with us, and appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Cambrian is a non-medical home care company since 1996, with offices throughout Southern California, providing in-home services such as bathing, grooming, light housekeeping, and meal preparation for seniors, developmentally disabled, and post-surgery. Our caregivers are our employees. In the event of injury, the homeowner's insurance is not liable and no need to worry about payroll taxes. We take care of all of it. We work with many cultures and have a high percentage of Spanish speakers. Our caregivers are local and have completed a very unique training program. Our experience and dedication makes us the choice. Call us 877-390-4300 anytime.